Good morning, good people. It's your man, Investing with Cam. I want to get on here and talk to you guys about my favorite ETF, which is AIPI. I've said it before that I feel that AIPI is going to be a great investment for long-term investors, not for the ones that are just trying to seek quick income and a lot of quick income at one time, in which we've all been there. Everybody loves the idea of getting rich overnight, but we still have to face reality as far as most times you have to invest, and you have to invest over a long period of time and be patient with your investments. And typically that's the route we should take in order for things to turn out positive for us, because I've been caught up in the hoopla of the yield max ETFs, and I think a lot of people have, and so I invested in those, in which my initial investments amounts have dropped dramatically, even though I still do receive those distributions every month. But at the same time, the distributions have been falling right along with the price or the share price of the different yield max ETFs. But what I've noticed with AIPI, even though it has been down over the past 3-4 months, and that's only because of the way that the entire market is performing, but it's not down as dramatically as the yield max ETFs have fallen. And AIPI follows the NASDAQ closely, to the point where when the NASDAQ starts to go up 1,600, 2,000 points, AIPI goes up $2 and $3 at a time as well, which is a really good sign and a good thing for long-term investors, because we all know that the NASDAQ is not going to stay at these lows forever. The technology sector is going to be, if it already isn't, one of the largest sectors in the world, because everybody is investing more and more into AI and into technology. But I wanted to, like I said, talk about AIPI because, like I said, I just think so highly of it. And not only is it stable as far as the share price, it's stable in its distributions. As we can see, last month it paid out its lowest distribution at $1.28, but it's still a 34% distribution amount that it paid out, because it's based off of the share price, and it's paid out as much as $1.51 per share. And that was back in November of last year when it did so. But as well, the share price was up at that point too, to its highest amounts, and so it paid out more. But it's one of those ETFs that I feel that it's going to be reliable, to where many people need to have additional income in retirement. And so if we invest in it early and keep investing in it, buying more and more shares until you get to a comfortable spot, and you have to know or have an idea of when you would like to retire and how much money you may possibly need in retirement. And I say that mouthful just to go and show you guys here on the dividend calculator. And I like to use the market beat dividend calculator to just kind of give you an idea of how many shares one could have and how much income you would be receiving based off of X amount of years. And so let's just say 250 shares of AIPI. I'm gonna leave the dividend tax rate at 15%. Let's just say, and I feel that the dividends are going to vary, and they will increase with the share price increase, and I believe that the share price will appreciate as well. But I'm just going to put them at 0, just to show you, without any type of increases or anything like that, just how much money one could have with X amount of shares. And this is with 250 shares, with the dividend reinvesting on, and that's your monthly distribution we're talking about $352,000 total, with an annual dividend income of $135,000 a year. And that's off of 250 shares. And by reinvesting the dividends, not selling any of your shares, not taking out any of your distributions for other reasons, and letting that money and letting that just grow over a 10-year time frame. We're talking about $350,000 that you would have built up in $135,000 a year in dividend income or in distribution income. And for a lot of us, and when I say a lot of us, more than 90% of us, that is more money that we have ever made in a year, let alone to be making every year and not having to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go and punch the time clock in order to make this money. And some people may not want to take it out in 10 years. Let's say after 15 years. After 15 years, you would have almost $1.5 million with an annual dividend income of $570,000. That would put a lot of us in the big league, so to speak. That's money where you could go and do whatever you would like in life, even though we know that things increase over time. And so 15 years from now, gas may be $8 a gallon. A gallon of milk may cost us $6. But with $570,000 of income coming in every year, we would have more than enough money to be able to pay for those things and do what we want to in life. So I want to show you guys that to where patience is the key when it comes down to investing. And like I said, I had to learn that myself, because I told you before, I have and I still do own some of the Yield Max ETFs, in which I can't sell right now, because if I do, I'm going to lose, and I'm going to lose a lot by doing so. And so, like I said, I'm just slowly buying myself more shares of AIPI, and I'm just going to hold, and I'm going to continue to hold until I feel comfortable with starting to take the distributions and possibly get out of the 9-to-5 rat race. So I want to go over here and just show you guys. I only have almost 3 shares, which is not much at all. So I have a long ways to go, but I want to show you how much you would need to invest. So let's say 250 shares. That's less than $10,000 that you would have to invest right now, in which a lot of us don't have it. I don't have it, but less than $10,000 it would take for you to have those 250 shares, and then just sit on that money. Let the dividends go back into purchasing more shares, and over that 10-year time frame, you got over $125,000 a year. After 15 years, you got $570,000 a year. And it just depends on your age. Some people would hold into retirement. Some people, like personally, if I started making $125,000 a year and I still had 10 more years to go before I retired, I might retire early, in which a lot of people may do so. But once again, I want to share this with you guys, and there may be some other ETFs or stocks out there that may be worth investing in that I hadn't really kept up with, because once I'm cued in on something, I like to stick with it, and AIPI is that ETF for me. But again, this is your man Investing with Cam. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. You can leave me any types of comments or whatever have you. I like to try to respond to them. And I hope everybody has a prosperous investing journey, and I'll talk to you soon.